My name is Saul Lilienstein. This one is a thrill for me to give. It's about the art of the great conductors. And I'd like to start with an an episode in the life of the legendary conductor Serge Koussevitzky, who lived until the mid 1950s. And this story might actually be true. That is, he's sitting in a restaurant and someone comes up to him and says, "Oh, Maestro Koussevitzky, you are the last of the great conductors." And he looks at this person and says, "No, no, that's not true. There's also, then there's," he can't think of another name. He cannot think of another name because that's the way they are. That's what that profession is like. In other words, the art of the great conductor is going to be a mystery. There are a lot of mysteries in all of this, but the one thing we're sure of is that since recordings have been made, we've got the evidence. We can see and hear the work of Arturo Toscanini and Wilhelm Furtwängler and Serge Koussevitzky and Leopold Stokowski, the great maestros of the early 20th century. We can see how this art developed in the middle of the century and on with people like Herbert von Karajan and Leonard Bernstein. We can go into the later years with Georg Zolti and Claudio Abbado and into the 20th century with Gustavo Dudamel and wonderful female conductors who finally be given their chance. And all of these, you say, what makes a great conductor? What's the art? That's what we're going to try to find. We're going to try to figure that out together this semester. Thanks so much for listening now.